So what are the Trandoshans doing in the book of Boba Fett? I mean, come on. A big, huge Wookiee just walked out in front of literally 20 of you, and none of you moved a muscle. Okay, I get it. They're scared because it's Black KRRSANTAN, and I'd be scared as well. And they also are scared of the Hutts. They don't want to mess with them. But I've got a theory of how they could end up messing with them, to say the least. And it does involve the fact that the Trandoshans and the Wookiees are notorious for hating each other, to say the least. So hopefully, maybe, you might have seen my last two videos on the Book of Boba Fett, and if you have, you will know that I think Bossk will be in this series. And if you haven't, then you probably don't need to see the first one, but if you want to click off this video and watch my most recent video from now on the Book of Boba Fett, I would recommend doing so. I'll put it up in the top right. I don't know which one is going to be my right in this video, but yeah, click on that, come back when you're done. Anyway, like I said, I think Bossk will appear in this series, and I also think that the season finale, or maybe not the season finale, but at some point there will be a big fight, just like the Mandalorian season finale. I believe that if Bossk is in this fight, like I mentioned in that video, alongside Boba and Fennec against maybe Black KRRSANTAN and other people that I mentioned in that video, Bossk could go up against Black KRRSANTAN himself because of the hatred that Trandoshans and Wookiees have, and I think Black KRRSANTAN could be definitely getting the better of him. And this is where those Trandoshans come in. They see that Bossk is about to die to a Wookiee, and they decide to step in and help out and jump Black KRRSANTAN. Now, it's not necessarily to save Bossk as the purpose of doing this, but it's more stopping one of them dying to one of the Wookiees. But it would therefore save Bossk, so I'm counting it as they're saving Bossk. However, this does assume that this fight will take place outside of Garsa's sanctuary, because that's where all the Trandoshans were sitting, but I could imagine that being how it goes down, so this is definitely something I would like to see. Realistically, in fight scenes in Star Wars movies and series, especially big fight scenes like the really important ones, the heroes, the main characters, tend to be losing, and then the tide turns and then they end up winning, and 10 Trandoshans jumping in is definitely a big tide turner, which could cause Boba's team to win this fight against Black KRRSANTAN, anyone else, and the Hutts, basically. So you've got to let me know what you think about this, because I did really just think of it quickly and wanted to make a video, because I'm just imagining in my head, you know, Boba, Fennec and Bossk going up against Black KRRSANTAN, maybe a bunch of their assassins as well, maybe the Gamorrean guards are with Boba and Fennec as well, and they're just losing, and then 10 Trandoshans, or 10 plus, it doesn't have to be 10, it could be 9, just rush in and start like beating up Black KRRSANTAN, and then Bossk gets up, and then the tide turns, like I said, and they end up winning the fight. I think it would be really good to see. I think the likeliness of this theory depends on how the meeting scene that we see in the trailer between Boba, Fennec, some other people, and some Trandoshans, because if they end on good terms with the Trandoshans, then word could spread throughout their species that are on Tatooine, and they'd be more likely to help out Boba Fett. Even though, like I said, they are just more stopping a Wookiee from killing a Trandoshan. So yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen along the way in the series to make this seem much more likely, so we'll wait and see how those go, and I hope they go the way that I'm thinking they will, leading to my theory being correct, because I'd love to be like right about this. I've never really consistently made theories about a series, so I'd love to, out of like the few that I've made, hit the nail on the head with one of them. I've obviously made more than just this for the Book of Boba Fett. Like in that video I've mentioned so many times already, I made a few theories, but if just one of those is right, I would be really happy. But as of right now, that's all I've got to say. Let me know if you agree. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for some more Star Wars content, specifically the Book of Boba Fett. And yeah, goodbye.